Hey guys, two mentees, right, I want to tell you about. So 20-year-old Kyle, 20, right? 20 years old. When I was 20, I was just, back in the day, just going out. I'll be honest, just going out, going to work, earning money, and then, yeah, pissing it up the wall, really, just going out with the lads. But times have changed, like young lads, and credit to them. They've got a different mindset and times have changed. Like young lads, I think it's like TikTok and YouTube. Everything is so out there now. It's so obvious. The standard route of going to like uni and going through and getting good GCSEs and getting a job or getting an apprenticeship is, those times are gone. Like, so Kyle, he's 20 years old. His mindset is of someone that's gone through so much struggle already. His mindset is just another level. When I was talking to him, when he was joining the mentorship, I was like blown away. And let's go back a couple of weeks. He was taking on a property and the deal was accepted and then it fell through. Unfortunately, this is sometimes what happens. It's such a shame, but it's out of our control. You know, offers get accepted and then they do fall through. That's just the nature of the beast. But then my worry was most mentees go quiet. They're very motivated when they join. They go out and smash it. They take massive action. They get to the first hurdle and then they trip over it. And they sometimes take a long time to get back up. So I was running the Zooms, the weekly Zooms with the mentees, and Kyle messaged me saying, I won't be on tonight, bro. I'm just rebuilding my pipeline. And I read the message and I was like, fair play. Like, the man's got enough motivation and discipline to not need to, well, basically just get back on the horse by himself. And that's exactly what he's done. Got back on the horse all by himself. Didn't need pep talks, didn't need nothing. Just knew what he had to do. Found a 4-bed property and the deal was done. Offers accepted. Contracts, the landlord's happy with the contract. 2-week rent-free period. Reposit scheme. The numbers look absolutely incredible to the point where I'm like, that is incredible. We're talking like $3,000 profit on this property. So it's a rent-to-SA, so Airbnb, on a conservative basis. And I double-checked the figures this morning and I'm like, because he's 20. When they're young, I'm just like, I just feel so responsible. I'm like, I have to treat this like I'm taking on my own property. And to be fair, that's exactly what we do with all of our mentees. We analyse the due diligence, look at the numbers, look at the comparables, look at the calculator. Is it conservative enough? Have they taken into account the bills, the council tax on a conservative level? Yeah? And so it's an amazing deal. It's done. I'm so proud of him. 20 years old. 20. I didn't start this business until I was 32. How you doing, Tom? Tom Allen. Good to see you, dude. How's things? I can never see comments on live videos now. It's such a shame. Swipe left to reveal comments and reactions. Not seeing anything. And then we've got Davon, or I like to call him Davon now, because I made a song through Chat-GPT, and the song called him Davon. So he's now called Davon. Used to call him the Davster, but he's in his 20s. He's like mid-20s. Correct me if I'm wrong, Davon. And looks like he's got a deal going through as well. So I'm just so proud of the young lads on the program. But we've got so many people doing so well on the program. Like Bobby, she's on the social housing mentorship. She secured a provider willing to pay £800 above market value. That is just incredible. Chris Grivalis, another social housing mentee, secured a housing provider. I don't know. I can't keep up with the details. This is why I've got a small team around me now, because the mentees are just so active. I needed Dan and Chris to help me coach the mentees. It's so successful. I absolutely love it. It puts such a smile on my face. So I met a young lad today, Finn, 19 years old, a good friend of mine's son, and he's just finished travelling. So he finished uni, went travelling, and now he wants to start a rent-to-rent business. And it's so inspiring. Like, young lad, just wants to go against the grain. Well, it might not even be against the grain anymore. How are you doing, Tom? All good here. I'm just DMing you as need a bit of advice. Yeah, no worries, dude. Absolutely. You know exactly where I am. Next time you're around as well, give me a shout. We'll go for a coffee again. But yeah, give me a shout. Yeah, 19 years old, called Finn. Just met him for a coffee, and he just wants to start a Rent-to-SA business, Rent-to-Airbnb. And he's still living at home, barely any expenses. And I'm like, you can afford to get this wrong for many years to come. Just keep your expenses where they are. Start your Rent-to-Airbnb business. If you need our help, you know exactly where we are. And he's just going to go out. He's going to get a course. I think he's getting our online course and then going through that and seeing if it's really for him before he onboards the mentorship. But 19 years old, you know, and it's just so transparent now. I just think, go back 30 years when, well, probably not 30, 25 years, when everybody just had like a 3310, where we were like programming the ringtone to match Scooter. When someone created a new ringtone, it was like, oh, give me the code. These 18, 19-year-olds look at us like, what? What do you mean? What are you on about code? It's so funny, isn't it? But now everything is so available to the point, right? We've got a bit of a disaster. So I'm kind of just hovering in my kitchen, but we've had a bit of a disaster. Behind the dishwasher, we've had an underground pipe. This is the main pipe coming into the house, and the water's coming up through the floor. So we've got the main incoming water pipe leak has burst. And we had a new driveway laid 2 years ago, and that's all got to, well, just had a plumber come round that I just found on Facebook. Just sent one message, and he was here within 3 hours. Like, everything's so accessible and so easy now. And he's going to start the work Monday. We've already spoke to home insurance. Like, everything's just so easy. So when people say things are hard, what's hard? The mindset around doing that easy task. Like, rent to rent is hard, but the tasks are easy. You just got to pick up the phone and speak to many agents. Pick up the phone and find property deals on Rightmove, and then learn how to stack them. Learn how to do the due diligence. Put it through the calculator. Know what to look for in contracts. Like, the tasks they're not hard tasks. Learning them are hard. Getting over your limiting beliefs are hard. Like, everything's like 80% mindset, 20% action. And these young lads, these young people on my course, you know, one of my most successful students, Zach, he's 22, and he's in partnership with my other mentee, but they're turning over like £500,000 a year now, you know. They're big players now. But Zach was 20 when he joined me. You could just tell he's an ambitious lad, just wants to give it his all. And now he's turning his business, turning over $500,000 a year. 8 Rent-to-SA properties, all started with joining my mentorship. Like, yeah, I said the other day, I'm so proud of how everything's turned out. Like, we've coached hundreds of people now. You know, been solid mentoring for 3 years. This is, yeah, it's quite awesome. How are we doing, Davon? Davon's watching. I said, Davon, if you're that song I created where it called you Davon, used to call him Davster. Great reel of your lad drawing pictures, priceless. Yeah, just that's it. You know, I said it the other day. Rent to Rent gave me the life we don't need a holiday from. Like, just be at home with kids. That was my reason why. And I didn't even have kids at the time of starting my rent to rent business, but I knew we were planning to have kids. So this was the life I really desired, just to be at home all the time. So when my kids are here, I'm here. Because I used to work shift. I used to be at work till 10 p.m. just clock watching. It's like the most pointless last few hours at work where nothing really needed doing. You're just like, you had to be there because you had to be there, but there was no work to be done. Sometimes you were busy, most of the time you weren't, but you had to be there till 10 p.m. and then you'd clock. And you'd queue to clock out. You know, everyone's like, F1, clock out. Press F1 for the next person. They clock out. Press F1. So routine. And I was just like, being rich can't just be for the lucky. It's for the people that work hard, you know? And weak men create hard times. And it's the people that are stuck in the hard times create the strongest versions of themselves. So I would say I was stuck in hard times. It's like in a job, routine, and just the fact of, do I really want to be in the same place, working, doing the same routine, clocking in, clocking out, getting home at 10:25 one week, going to work at 5:15 the following week. It sucks, right? So you've got to be in such a place where you desire the change so badly, so you're willing to go through the 80% of mindset hardship of building a rent-to-rent business or building any business. That's that, really. So, yeah, I worked my ass off. It took me 244 phone calls to get my first deal, which was 3-HMOs in Brighton, 3 hours away from me. They were going to profit £2,500 a month. And I was extremely stressed because the key collection date was on the very first date of, well, the very due date of the man on the right. 27th of August, 2021, Jasper was going to be born, and I was collecting 3 properties on exactly the same date. My God, was I stressed. But blessing in disguise, he arrived 2 weeks early, he was settled, got my wife settled, and then we went to Brighton, me and my family and a small team, and launched my business. So yeah, it's quite a special moment looking back on it. A real special moment, but it could have been so stressful. What if he arrived late? You know, I had to plan everything. But I firmly believe that everything's a test because of the person I am now. I'm a mentor. I coach dozens of people at the same time. I have a team. It's a stressful, or could be a stressful environment for most. But I was tested quite drastically at the start of my journey for the future that I was chasing, right? I didn't know I was going to be a coach, never intended to be a coach. I just wanted a successful rent-to-rent business so I could be at home with my future kids. And so my start, this journey, was exceptionally stressful. So I could deal with the stresses of other people taking on their first property. No student should ever be in that same situation. The amount of stress is of collecting 3 properties as a complete newbie with barely any money at the same time as a baby due on the same freaking date. You couldn't write it. And I literally had £4,000 in my account that paid for the first property and the refurb, and then I literally had no money left. And the tenants moving in paid for the first property, the second property, and the third property. So yeah, I didn't have all the money ready to take on all 3 properties, if that's what you're thinking. I had to recycle the money from the first one quickly. So that was a 4-day turnaround. Yeah, stressful start, guys. Stressful start, but it set me up for the person I am today, running, a mentorship, which is when you see on the Facebook groups of people slagging off mentors, just go on YouTube, you can learn everything on Google, just get Chat-GPT, you don't need mentors. Those are the type of people that will never get a mentor and they'll stagnate. Like, the amount of work that goes into mentees is mad. Like Tom Allen, who's watching, he's had a mentor. Same mentor I had. Davon, he's a mentee, He knows how much work actually goes into starting a rent-to-rent business and getting it off the ground. And the amount of support he needed to get to where he is now is immense. So, yeah, that's it. I don't really know where I'm going with this story now. So, I'm going to shoot, I think. It was really inspiring to see it happen in real time. Yeah, cheers, bro. It was great watching you do it at the time, mate. Yeah, it was good fun. And you've got to have fun with business as well. You've got to have fun with it. I'm a firm believer of that, Otherwise, what's the point? It's not all about making money. It's about giving you the choices of what you do with that money. That's what I believe anyway, Now I am just mind dumping, and I'm wasting your guys' time. So it's Friday evening. What are you doing watching me? Just sat in my kitchen thinking, how the hell are we going to repair this leak next week without digging up the whole driveway? But I think we've got to dig up the whole driveway, unfortunately. So, yeah. But I built my rent-to-rent business from this very desk. Pretty much every night, I'd come back from a very long day on the road of viewing properties and sit at that desk, stacking the deals till midnight, 1 a.m, getting the email across to the agent, going to bed, waking up at 5:15 to go to work. Like, that's what a lot of people don't see. Behind closed doors, all the late nights, the driving, the stacking, the stress of getting rejections, it's just mental. But I'd rather have all of that hardship than I know how it feels to wake up at 5:15 on a Monday morning thinking, right, I've got to do this another 5 times until another weekend. That's harder. Of just like, what are you building? What are you striving for? Like, it takes ages. If you want a holiday, you got to be like, okay, let's say nothing goes wrong. We can save for 6 months, and then we can get X. We can get a new car, or yeah, I don't know, but I can heavily relate to a lot of people because I've been in those shoes. Like, a good pay, we were comfortable. Sarah earns good money. We were comfortable, but it's still hard, And I firmly believe comfortable is squeezed now, proper squeezed. You might be earning 5k a month and just getting by, paycheck to paycheck. It's not enough anymore. They're really trying to squeeze it out. The interest rate's done that. Yeah, cost of living done that. Got to do something about it. So either go to work day after day, routine after routine. And if you're happy with that, I'm not saying it's not bad. If you're content with that, that's absolutely fine. But I'm not someone to be content with routine, with pattern, with same results. But I've grown into the person I am now. It just takes a moment to wake up, doesn't it? I done a post the other day where I bought a new mountain bike, and that is literally what sparked this whole chain of businesses and events. I went onto YouTube, never use YouTube, just watching mountain biking videos, and then Samuel Leeds popped up, and I was like, what is this all about? And that was 5 years ago. And yeah, it's just crazy. And then you just get suckered into, is it a possibility that, I was just an engineer. I was earning £2,700 a month, which at the time, and still probably is, a good monthly income. And then you join all of the Facebook groups. You start spam watching YouTube, and you're just like, okay, there's genuine, normal people doing this. And then you go on a few courses, and then you start networking, and then you're in. That's it. Then you start believing, like, if they can do it, I can definitely do it. And that's how it all started for me, and that's how it starts for most people. So now I'm rambling, guys. You go. Catch you soon.